Hey guys, and welcome back, and thank you for tuning in to my second episode. As always, I want to remind you that the opinions I share here are my own. If I say anything that's incorrect or misinformed, please reach out and let me know. This is about conversation and growth, not pretending to have all the answers. Today's topic is one that has been debated for centuries. Should religion be involved in politics? For some people, the answer seems simple. They say faith is deeply personal and should stay separate from the government. Others believe religion provides the moral foundation the laws need. But the truth is more complicated because both perspectives hold weight. Let's start with history. The United States was founded in part of the idea of separation of church and state. The First Amendment makes it clear the government can establish a religion and people are free to practice their faith as they choose. That separation was meant to prevent the kind of religious control that existed in Europe, where monarchies often forced citizens to follow a single church. But here's the tension. While government should not impose religion, the people who make up the government are religious or spiritual individuals. Their values, shaped by faith, inevitably influence their decisions. For example, debates over abortion, same-sex marriage, or even poverty relied often drawn heavily on religious beliefs. Politicians, whether openly or quietly, bring their values in, and sometimes their faith, into how they vote, write laws, or campaign. So, the real question isn't just should religion be involved, but how much influence should it have? On one hand, religion can inspire compassion, justice, and community care. Think about the civil rights movement. Churches and religious leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. were at the heart of it. Faith gave people strength to fight for equality, and it pushed society forward. In this sense, religion in politics can serve as a moral compass. On the other hand, religion can also be used to exclude or control. When laws are written to enforce a single faith, people outside the faith can lose their freedom. For example, if a government passes law based only on one religion interpretation of morality, what happens to citizens who don't share that faith? This can create division and inequality instead of unity. There's also a practical angle in America and much of the world, which is religion diversity. Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, Buddhists, atheists, agnostics, and many others live side by side. If one religion dominates politics, it risks silences the voices of everyone else. That's not democracy, that's theocracy. But the balance I think is worth considering is this. Religion should absolutely inspire individuals to act in ways that promote justice, kindness, and fairness. A politician drawing strength from their faith isn't the problem. The problem starts and begins when personal belief turns into enforced laws for everyone, especially in areas where people's rights and freedoms are at stake. So, in short, faith belongs in the hearts and actions of people, but it should not dictate government policy. Government must remain neutral to protect diversity, freedom, and equality. Religion can absolutely guide personal choices, full moment justice for justice, and strengthen communities, but laws should be built on principles that can stand for all, regardless of belief. So, what do you think? Do you think the religion should play a role in politics, or should the two remain completely separate? Maybe the answer lies somewhere in between, in recognizing that faith shapes people by protecting the right for everyone else who lives according to their own beliefs. So thank you for joining today, and once again, these are just my thoughts. If I got in something wrong, please let me know. The goal here isn't to be perfect, but to keep the conversation going. Thank you.